especially painful to those who spend their time and devote their resources into voting in the national election process. Almost every elected representative and every person in America will tell you that the supreme law of the land is the Constitution. Congressmen, senators, presidents, judges, and law enforcers will all tell you that. But their actions prove that they don't really believe that, but they'll at least give lip service to that idea. And by supreme law of the land, they mean that the Constitution dictates how their government is to run, how government functionaries are to act, and how people can generally expect to be treated under that supreme law. Even according to the founders, the Constitution is the chain by which all public officials are to be bound. Again, this is the mindset of those who believe the supreme law of the land story. During this whole media circus about casting ballots and the accusations of voter fraud and the celebrations over the supposed new president-elect, who corporate media has declared to be Joe Biden, there's something the oligarchs and their corporate teleprompter reading lapdogs just aren't telling you. As a matter of fact, it looks like they're not telling you what I'm about to tell you because they really don't want you to know it. Oh, and America's 15,000-hour indoctrination program called Government Public Schools left it out too. What they're not telling you that we should all already know on our own is that under the Constitution, the state legislatures choose the electors who choose the president. The general public does not make that choice. Go ahead, look it up. There's no mention in the Constitution of the people voting for president. None. Let's look at Article 2, Section 1 of the Supreme Law of the Land, which specifically deals with choosing the president and the vice president. The executive power shall be vested in a president of the United States. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years and, together with the vice president, chosen for the same term, be elected as follows. Each state shall appoint in such manner as the legislature thereof may direct a number of electors equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in the Congress. But no senator or representative or person holding an office of trust or profit under the United States shall be appointed an elector. The electors shall meet in their respective states and vote. The elector shall vote, not the people, by ballot for two persons, of whom one at least shall not be inhabitant of the same state with themselves. And they, that's the electors, shall make a list of all the persons voted for, that is, all the persons to be president and vice president, and of the number of votes for each, which list they shall sign and certify and transmit sealed to the seat of the government of the United States, directed to the President of the Senate. The President of the Senate shall, in the presence of the Senate and the House of Representatives, open all the certificates and the votes. That is, the votes of the electors, not the votes of the people, shall be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes shall be the president, if such number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed, not the people. And if there be more than one who have such majority and have an equal number of votes, then the House of Representatives shall immediately choose by ballot one of them for president. And if no person have a majority, then from the 5 highest on the list, the said House shall in like manner choose the president. But in choosing the president, the votes shall be taken by states, the representation from each state having 1 vote. A quorum for this purpose shall consist of a member or members from 2/3 of the states, and a majority of all the states shall be necessary to a choice. In every case, after the choice of the president, the person having the greatest number of votes of the electors, again, not the people, shall be the vice president. But if there should remain 2 or more who have equal votes, the Senate shall choose from them by ballot the vice president. The Congress may determine the time of choosing the electors and the day on which they shall give their votes. which they shall be the same throughout the United States. Now fast forward to today. Only because the state legislatures choose to allow the people to vote for president does it happen at all. And it would be 100% legal and constitutional, according to the supreme law of the land, for any state legislature just to say, screw what the people voted for, we're giving our electors votes to this guy. Now, just imagine for 1 second how disillusioned so many voters would be out there if they learned the hard way that at the end of the day, according to the supreme law of the land, the state legislatures have no obligation to pay any attention to how the people voted when it comes to choosing the president. Anybody who understands the history of the Constitution and what the Constitution itself says knows that the president is supposed to be chosen by the state legislature's electors, not the people. The Congress forms the group according to the state representatives and senators to choose the president. And it just so happens that today there are more Republican states than Democrat states. In reality, though, the supreme law of the land is whatever the Zio banksters say it is. Amschel Rothschild said a long time ago, "Give me control over a nation's money, and I care not who makes its laws." The international bankers under the Federal Reserve and the IMF choose presidential puppet kings and have been the supreme power in this country since the advent of the Fed in 1913. To pretend your vote counts for anything other than an acid test for how well the social engineers have exploited hope and have utterly controlled the minds of those who think they control their own destiny by giving their written consent to be ruled by a lesser of two evils oppressor is nothing short of delusional. And those presidential puppets do the bidding of their banking master to the harm of tax cattle Americans who would rather spend their energy clamming for a political parasite than free themselves from the hand of such an evil oppressor. The fact is that people are more pissed off about rigged elections than they are about the fact that international bankers own the value of their time and laboring energies through fiat notes of debt. They continue to believe that doing the same things over and over will yield a different result when history clearly teaches them otherwise. As long as we keep doing what we've been doing, we'll keep getting what we've been getting. More tyranny, less freedom, tighter chains, more surveillance, and less money in our pockets. But it's difficult to free slaves from the chains they revere.
See, the thing is, people, I have been trying to tell you guys, in my own way, to do your own damn research, to educate yourselves, and look at the truth. I've been trying to tell you that this whole damn thing is a lie. I've been trying to tell you it's a fraud. All of it is a fraud. Everything that you've been taught all your life is a lie. The people out there continue to believe that you have a choice on who is going to rule over all of us. No, you don't. Get out the vote. It's the most important election of our day. Get out there and vote. That's the only way. You know, you people need to wake the fuck up. You need to educate yourselves on what's really going on. You need to do the research. You know, people say, oh, it's our right to vote. Well, no, it fucking isn't. I mean, if you actually read the Constitution, you know that there is nothing in the Constitution saying that it's our right to vote who's president. You would know that. But no. It's too fucking fat and happy watching goddamn Facebook and football and fucking Jerry Springer and shit. going out there busting your ass, scratching your ass for a little bit of cash. People, come on now. I find it very disappointing and very irritating and agitating, and that people don't wake up. And I got my family in the same boat. You know, they just so believe this fucking lie, because this lie has been told to them their whole life. So they believe this lie like it's a goddamn religion. God did not put us on this earth to sit here and bust our ass and pay taxes. That is not what God put us on this fucking earth. To sit there and work a 40-hour fucking or more hour damn job for shit fucking wages while the fucking elite fucking live off of our earnings. And if we don't pay them, they punish us. That is not what God put us on this earth for. And I don't give a shit what you fucking say. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The way I think it and the way I see it, anarchy is the only true freedom and liberty. Anarchy means no one is your master and no one is your slave. And I mean by no one, I mean by men, by humans. You know, the elite are not our masters, and we are not their slaves. They are not our leaders, they are not our rulers, and they are not our fucking kings. Wake up, people. We, the people, are the sovereign. We were born sovereign because that is exactly what God intended. God made us sovereign, not the government. The government taken away through coercion and lies and what is it? Contracts. Our sovereignty. They've taken that away, you know, through the birth certificate, social security card, I mean, every other contract that you sign your fucking name on. God intended us to be sovereign and free, with liberty, pursuit of our happiness and property. Because basically, if you have property, you've got happiness. So happiness and property are one and the same, in my opinion. But happiness doesn't just stop at having property. But for one to have property and have a place to go and a place to live and be able to thrive and prosper and grow, that's happiness. I don't know. I don't know what to tell all you people out there, man. You know, I try, and people continue to look at me like I'm fucking crazy. When all of this shit is coming down on us in front of our eyes in real time, and you still refuse to see it. Now, I may not be talking to my subscribers on my channel, because I have some really intelligent subscribers, in my opinion. People that actually subscribe to my channel for some reason, I guess they're just the smart ones. Or they're the ones that are actually, you know, willing to educate themselves and look at the truth. But there is so many brain dead and brainwashed people out there that refuse to look at the truth, even if it's sitting in front of them. Even if it's right in front of their face, they refuse to see it. I don't know. I almost think it needs something. We need something biblical, something huge, something big to wake everybody up. You know? I've actually prayed to God and to Jesus. I prayed. I was like, listen, you know, I think it's about time for y'all to step in. I think it's about time. Can you please step in? Because honestly, the evil and Satan is just running amok. And it's hard for us humans to defeat this. And it's time for you to step in. I wish and I hope that they do. This is the 1122 Wingnut Radio. Out here for Anarchy TV. Or Anarchy Television, correction, and I will be back out.